All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Um, Wife versus mother-in-law. I'm using that as just a blanket statement. More so, you could say um, women's gripes with uh, mothers. You know, women's gripes with mothers, single women's gripes with single mothers, but it's a female-female dynamic that I've seen play out with men. Now, when I say wife versus mother-in-law, mothers have a very unique perspective, whether it's right or wrong. And it seems like the wife versus the mother-in-law dynamic is always at odds because the mother just can't understand that it's like an Oedipus complex, like you can't let go of your son. You're not his wife. You ain't his girlfriend. That's something. That relationship is one relationship you'll never have with your child, and you shouldn't want to have that incestuous type relationship. But at the same time, it's mothers who are on the fence of basically wanting to be your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, your boo, your bae, and you gotta let that shit go, right? Um, and then you got single women versus mothers who are in that dynamic of, you know, your son is a mama's boy, and now I have to deal with it because you wanted attention. You wanted to be somebody's favorite. You need to go get a man, or you should have kept. Uh, you should have stayed with his father, or you need to find a new man so you could get your attention and your rocks off that way and stop hounding my boyfriend to a degree, or my husband, and there's another aspect of it where single women versus single mothers, where these single mothers actually think they're trying to raise their sons to be men because they feel like they're the mother and the father, and they rule with the iron fist, and what they say goes and shit. And here's where it goes wrong. You can't raise a boy to be a man. So the the Jody that you raised is really insufficient for a woman. And now you got a baby boy over here, and women trying to date grown women, and they like, this ain't gonna work. I need a man. You're not. You're a baby boy right now. And and the guy's like, well, my mama said, and that's when it's like, oh God, your mama said. Yeah, why is your mama got to come up every 5 minutes? Why we got to have your mama's approval? Why we got to have your mama's permission? Why we got to have your mama's? Who did your mother? Is your mother the Godfather or something? Damn, if we want to go to the movies, your mama might not like that movie though. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Now, from what I've seen with the wife mother-in-law dynamic is this. And that's right, you don't see no ring on this motherfucking finger. um, when you have a when a woman when a mother recognizes that her son is married to the woman or wife that he wanted to be with, uh, good or bad, right or wrong, mother just gonna, hey, y'all grown, y'all done came together. Whatever goes on in your house stays in your house. When a mother just can't mind her damn business, she can always be in your stuff. She always want to know something. And this is where you guys fuck up. because you kept being raised to. It's funny how and this goes for all three types of the guys in this situation. It's funny how sometimes your mother will tell you to tell her everything, but 9 times out of 10, those are the same mothers that'll tell you not to tell your father anything. And you don't realize that, motherfucker, you're gonna be a father one day. So it looks real stupid to so you really can divulge anything to a woman, but especially your mother. But at the same time, you can't. You're mentally enslaved by your mother because you basically always acquiesce your permission to think to your mother, which for most women, damn near all women, is fucking unattractive. Even the women who are trying to, which leads me to another point real quick. Even with women who pick up on this and who are, how can I say this, control freaks who trying to manipulate the situation because they want to be the one to control you, can pick up on this because they want to be the one to for you. They want to think for you now. They want to take your mother's place, and she can't think for you no more. I'm gonna think for you. So you wind up not being your own man from mama to wife in some scenarios. It's a damn shame. Ultimately that means you ain't got you stupid. You ain't got it together. You need to get it together. But these are the gripes. Even with wives are like, yo, you didn't marry your mama. You married me. You need to take care of this house. Stop trying to run your ass over there and take care of that house. If she needs that house taken care of, her ass need to get married. Her ass need to get a man. Her ass need to do shit. She been single longer than you been alive. Goddamn it. Ain't that a bitch? Obviously, she don't know what she talking about with holding a relationship together. Stop listening to her ass. Because you know why? Because while you chasing her ass around, both of y'all gonna be single. Because misery loves company. Just saying. Now with the single women and the mothers, it's the same kind of dynamic. A little bit different though. Because some mothers want you to, are you gonna marry my boy? Are you gonna have kids with my boy? Are you good enough for my boy? And those kind of mothers, if they ain't careful, like they purposely draw a wedge between the woman and the man, because it's like, why you pressuring me? Like the same way guys like us feel pressured when we meet a girl, we go out, we might be dating a couple of weeks, couple of months, and she's like, well, well, I'm marriage minded. If you're gonna be with me for 6 months, we need to get married. And you're like, I don't even fucking know you. Who said you was the one for me just because you wanted to get married in a certain time? That ain't got shit to do with me. Matter of fact, I wouldn't marry somebody who tells me that they need to be married by a certain time, because that tells me you don't give a damn who it is as long as you get what you want in a certain time frame. So it's all about you. So that selfishness to a degree is a turnoff. It might not turn off the woman to the man, but it turns off the relationship, because it's like, man, I'm gonna have to deal with your mama. Shit, I do not want to deal with her. I really don't. Your mama gets on my fucking nerves. Like Martin Lawrence was on that Run Tell That, where he said the guys get drunk and he be like, hey, you know what? I don't like your mama, your family, them either. It plays out that way. Same thing with the single mothers and the single ladies, which is very interesting. What is more so the most intriguing to me, because of this. How you gonna raise a boy to be a man? Realize you raised him fucked up, and as a single woman, you date men that are fucked up because they were raised by single mothers who just fucked up. and then you wind up raising your sons the exact same way, as if it's not going to end fucked up. And it's all because of selfishness. You know, this is how I want a man to treat me. Well, see, here's the thing. And to a degree, it all lives in this wheelhouse. Men, we need to be chivalrous and respect women, but at the same time, if y'all ain't respecting yourselves, you ain't giving me nothing to respect. As a matter of fact, I can respect you enough as a woman to say, you know what, I will respect you while I'm in your space, but after that, I do not need to be in your space for more than 5 minutes because I do not like you. Because you're just not respectable, period. But you raise your kids to be a certain type of way, and now you have soft, effeminate, emotional, unintelligent, lazy, unambitious, pseudo, fashionable men, who I use the term men very loosely. And you're complaining that you can't find a real strong man to the point where it messes up your dating life, to the point where you find a real man and it freaks you out because you don't know how to deal with men, because you weren't taught how to deal with men, because the women you were around never dealt with men, because truth be told, they never wanted to be with men. They wanted to run the show because they thought being a man, they wanted to be a man. They didn't want to be with a man. So being in a man's presence kind of exacerbates the situation, to see what you're missing and to see that, you know what, I would do better with a man, but you're being sabotaged on that female perspective. So now you got women complaining they can't find a man. When they get with a man, they're not sure how to deal with a man. They don't know how to appreciate or treat a man, and then that man moves on, but they know how to miss a man, which the same way their mothers do. I remember, what was this damn movie? Morris Chestnut, Taraji P. Henson. It was like a T.D. Jakes movie. I had it too. I don't know what the hell is that no more. But in this movie, they were married. In this one particular scene, and the mother was always in the middle, just always in the middle, and not easily broken. And the mother was always in the middle. And it was one scene closer to the end of the movie where the mother was sitting outside drinking, and she reached in her Bible, I believe, and pulled out a picture of her ex-husband, which was Taraji P. Henson's father in the movie, who was never in the movie, right? So the man had moved on, got married decades ago, right? But she was still pining over him. You know why she was pining over him? Because she knew deep down she ran that dude away and she fucked up, and she could never replace that. Never. So she made a bed that she had to lay in, and in laying in that bed, it made her stuck. Because ultimately, she wanted her daughter to be happy with the perfect man that you can never find, which means she wants her daughter to be miserable and alone like she's miserable and alone, because that's the only way that she knows she's going to have companionship, because she can't get along with a man because she's fucked up. And that's the issue. You got people who need companionship, but they can't get it from the opposite sex because they are no good to the opposite sex. So they latch on to other people to make their lives miserable, or they latch on to their sons in particular and screw up the dating process, or they make their sons so pseudo and beta that if they can't have a man, they They built a simp that don't nobody want, that can stay home and be their companion. Damn shame. I'm out.